My name is Lauren Simon. I'm from Toronto Crime Stoppers, and we're happy to announce our PSA campaign for gas theft. And to start things off, to talk about this great creative campaign that was designed by our ad agency, DDB Toronto, let's welcome Chief Blair to say a few words. Chief?
Thank you very much, Lauren. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here. The problem of the theft of gasoline has become a significantly increasing concern, not only with respect to the loss to the retailers for the gas, but it also as a result of two very tragic incidents in the GTA in the past year and a half, it demonstrates the potential risk to the public, risk to those who are involved in operating the gas fueling facility to this particular crime. And so I'm very pleased today to be joined by Crime Stoppers in what I think is an incredibly important initiative to help improve public safety and reduce the likelihood, making it more difficult for people to steal gas from our retailers and to create the very dangerous situations that can put a lot of people at risk, put citizens at risk, but also police officers at risk who have to apprehend these individuals. So I'm always very pleased to join Crime Stoppers. You know, Crime Stoppers is so often known as an organization that allows people with information about crimes that have occurred to provide that information to the authorities anonymously. It's an incredibly important crime-fighting tool in that regard, but perhaps one of its greatest contributions is the work that Crime Stoppers done to help us prevent crime, help us keep our communities safer, reducing victimization. And today's campaign launch is a very proactive measure taken by Crime Stoppers in partnership with those who are involved in the retail of fuels in our province, and as well with the good people at DDB who always bring their extraordinary talents to bear in helping us bring forward campaigns which are eye-catching, and it's important that the public become aware of this particular issue. But we're very pleased today because we believe this initiative is going to help make our province safer, reduce the likelihood and the opportunity that people have to engage in this crime, and I think it's another great example of how Crime Stoppers not only helps us catch bad guys, but Crime Stoppers makes it more difficult for people to commit crimes and therefore help keep our communities safer. Lauren, back to you.
All right, thank you, Chief Blair, for those words this morning in our gas theft campaign. Next, we have Sean Sportun, who is our Vice Chair of the Toronto Crime Stoppers program, who initiated this whole initiative here.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for attending today. Stealing gas is a crime, nothing less. These incidents create a safety risk for not only retailers, but the community as a whole. Gas theft, referred to by many as drive-offs, gas and dash, or pump and runs, has continuously been an issue for the gas convenience store industry. With gas prices reaching all-time highs, incidents of gas thefts are increasing at a rapid pace. Recognizing this, and with employee and community safety top of mind, the Ontario Convenience Store Association, Max Convenience Stores, the Canadian Fuels Association, and the Canadian Independent Petroleum Marketers Association have partnered with Toronto Crime Stoppers and the creative team at DDB Canada to develop a proactive campaign to bring awareness to the issue of gas theft. The focus of the initiative is straightforward: create awareness in the community on the growing issue of gas theft, let the offenders know the gas convenience store industry is taking action, and lastly, provide the community with a conduit to provide anonymous information of offenders to the police by calling Crime Stoppers. As you can see from the edgy posters, feature an individual holding a license plate for their mugshot with taglines, "Stealing gas is a crime, and a gas thief is easy to find." We encourage the community to take an active role in helping identify offenders and prevent future incidents. By working together with aggressive campaigns like this, Toronto Crime Stoppers and the gas convenience store industry will continue to make a difference in the prevention of crime at their locations. Thank you.
All right, and also as we remind everybody, that phone number 1-800-222-TIPS for Crime Stoppers, as this is a provincial initiative campaign, and also Toronto Crime Stoppers just recently launched their app, which is available on the iPhone and the BlackBerry and the Android. So we can also use that app that we just recently launched. Next, we'd like to introduce Peter Bogue, and he is here to represent the three associations that make up the partnership of this PSA campaign. Peter.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this formal launch of our fuel theft awareness campaign. Fuel theft is a crime, and it jeopardizes the safety of retail workers and customers. We're very pleased to be working with our partners at the Canadian Independent Petroleum Marketers Association, the Ontario Convenience Stores Association, MAX, with Crime Stoppers, and with the Toronto Police to create broader awareness of the criminal nature and risks of fuel theft, and to encourage the community to be more vigilant and provide information concerning criminal activity against gas retailers. I especially want to thank Crime Stoppers for taking a leadership role on this campaign, and Chief Blair for his participation today. It sends a strong signal that fuel theft is unacceptable. This partnership reinforces our own industry-wide efforts to continuously improve retail site safety and security policies, practices, and procedures. Employee and customer safety should never be at risk. Over the coming weeks and months, you will see awareness campaign materials appear at Canadian Fuels, CIPMA, OCSA, member retail sites across the province. But our work doesn't stop there. We are proactively sharing best practices and training materials and encouraging their adoption by all gasoline retailers. We have committed to reviewing business arrangements with independent retailers to ensure safety responsibilities and requirements are fully understood. And we're working closely with the Government of Ontario to consider other potential measures. We all share the same objective of reducing the incidence of fuel theft and protecting the safety of retail site workers and customers. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call upon the people that created this amazing PSA campaign that we're going to start seeing rolled out into many of the gas retailers in Ontario, then eventually across the country. And we started working on the concept back in March of this year, and we're happy to say today we are officially launching it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Todd Mackey. He's the co-creative director at DDB Toronto. Todd.
Yeah, I'll just give you guys a little bit of background behind the campaign and how it came about. A lot of times when we're doing ads for Crime Stoppers, we're encouraging people to give us information about a gun or give us a tip that will help solve a crime. And we spent some time working on ideas like that for this campaign, but we thought we had a unique opportunity. It's not very often you actually get to put a poster what would be the scene of the crime before it happens. So we thought rather than try to get people to give us tips, why not try to do a deterrent strategy? And these posters are meant to do that. The basic idea here is if someone's at the pump and they're debating on whether or not they should just drive away and create a crime, we just remind them that it's not that easy. And through cameras and through witnesses and through employees, we probably already have that information that we need to catch you and to make the arrest. So that's basically the idea of how this came about. So when you see the headline and you see the picture of someone holding their license plate, which is an easy way to catch somebody or to find out who did the crime. And then the simple headlines of a gas thief is easy to find. We've already got your information. So if you're thinking about it, think twice. Or just even reminding the other people who might be around. Gas theft is a crime. So that's the simple thinking behind it. Of course, it still works the other way around, which is call Crime Stoppers if you witness a crime as well. But it's really meant to be a deterrent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Todd from DDB, to tell us what goes on inside your head when you create these amazing campaigns to put out there to the public. And we'll also be running this in the newspaper. I think in the Toronto Sun today there is an ad running.